Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to a brand new episode of Doc Talks, your weekly guide to understanding the medical and behavioral issues that matter most to you and your family. Now, in today's episode, we'll talk about nutrition. Healthy nutrition is one of the most important foundations for maintaining health and preventing disease. With the growing awareness of the impact of food on our lives, it has become essential to understand the basics of nutrition when we need to consult a specialist and how to apply it in a practical and enjoyable way. Our guest today is Ms. Zainab Dashti, Chief Clinical Dietitian, to talk with her about healthy eating habits, their relation to the body's health, the role of nutrition education in improving quality of life, and the latest developments in the field of clinical nutrition. But first, let's take a moment to learn more about our guest, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, dear viewers. I'm here in the studio with our distinguished guest, Chief Clinical Dietitian, Ms. Zainab Dashti. Hello, Ms. Zainab. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me today. Thank you.
Now, Ms. Zainab, to begin, what is healthy nutrition in simple terms?
In simple terms, if I want to talk about nutrition, means balance. It's all about moderation and balance. Having more natural food than a processed food, having the right amount of energy or calories and vitamins, mineral, micronutrition in the right amount that your body needs.
When does a nutrition consultation become necessary?
Actually, it's important for everyone, for the healthy people in order to prevent and having a healthy lifestyle. For the others who's having a medical condition, it's really important to control whatever medical condition they have. So it's for everybody.
It's for everybody, I see. And can you say that does every weight gain mean that the diet is unhealthy?
In terms of weight, to be honest, I don't look at the weight on the scale. What really matters is the body composition. I like to focus on the percentage of fat, the percentage of muscles, in terms of kilograms as well. That's what really matters. So weight gain doesn't have to be, or doesn't usually means that it's a fat. It might be water retention, it might be muscle gain, it might be hormonal changes. So it's not necessarily something bad.
So what is the difference between clinical nutrition and general nutrition?
Clinical nutrition is with the clinical cases that have a medical condition like diabetes, kidney disease, hypercholesteremia, all the medical condition. But the general nutrition, it's for everyone who needs to fix their lifestyle.
Yes. So it differentiates basically based on who walks through the door. And as you said, do you take like the measurements of the BMI when it comes to?
I do, but I don't rely on the BMI. As I mentioned previously, I like to focus on the percentage of fat. That's the indication of obesity, not the weight on the scale and the weight, the BMI, and the height. Because if I have an athlete client, he's going to have like a high BMI. And compared to the other one, it might be like misleading information. If you have like a high BMI, it doesn't have to be, he's having a weight problem or something like that. That's why I keep on focusing on the fat percentage.
I see, which is a great segue to the next question. So let's say for our dear audience that are watching at home, if they're on a poor nutrient diet for, let's say, an extended amount of time, for long periods, basically, what happens to the body when they do that?
Actually, they are damaging their body from inside. From the first few weeks or even days, they'll notice symptoms which are like hair loss, skin changes, concentration problem, fatigue. That's the short-term side effects. I'm going to call it side effect because it's a side effect of the poor diet.
Yes.
And on the long run, they might have like something more serious, like a medical condition, iron deficiency, anemia, other medical condition that might happen on the long run.
So let's say that happens. What are the signs, like when you look at a patient, let's say, what are the signs that they have nutrient
Okay.
deficiencies?
Yeah, what we're looking at is the clinical symptoms. And based on that, based on the physical examination or the clinical symptoms, we order a blood test just to make sure and to confirm the diagnosis. So we look at first, we look at the clinical symptoms, and then to confirm the diagnosis, we order the blood tests.
And when you do that, does age play a factor?
Definitely, definitely. When I look at the children or the young children or young adults, I would think of something more than when I look at the adult or older adults. So it's different based on the age.
So teenagers and children and adults, it all varies.
Yes, all varies.
And how long does it take for a person to see noticeable results?
Actually, they might feel it in the next day, as soon as one day.
Really?
They might feel it, yeah. I got a feedback from my patient. They text me and they told me that they feel great. It doesn't have to be something like with their muscles and fat. It takes time, but you know, the feeling and the energy level, they can feel it as soon as the next day.
I'm sure when they feel it, they see the results and it becomes more addicting.
Yes,
and
exactly. It's motivating, actually.
It's motivating.
Yeah.
I like that, yes. So when do they actually see the results of these, let's say, the change in their habits? When do you think they see the results?
It needs around, in order to burn fat and gain muscle, it needs a couple of weeks. It's not going to happen. Yeah, it's not going to happen that fast. So when you follow a crash diet or a strict diet and the next 2 to 3 days, you'll see like a weight changes. I'm sorry to tell you that, but that's not the fat or something else. It's basically water.
Okay, so you mentioned something interesting there, which is there's a crash diet?
Yes, yes.
And so there's variations?
Yes, there is a crash diet or a strict diet.
Strict diet,
yeah,
yes.
It's less than 1,000 calorie. It's very strict diet. I don't recommend it at all. Usually what I want from the patient or the client is something more sustainable, something like they can follow for a long period of time. It's a lifestyle motivation. It's not about having something for a short period of time and then just do it for a while and then just stop it and go back to your old routine. So my goals are to change the lifestyle.
That's interesting as well, because some people don't like even the word diet. There's like a stigma to it.
Yes.
And they like to call it, it's a lifestyle.
Lifestyle. It is a lifestyle, to be honest. It's not only about diet or following a special diet or something, just a paper or something. It's more like into changing food habits. If someone just take one message from my consultation today and follow it on the long run, that's great. That's something that's my goal, actually. I want something like a small changes, a small steps, rather than something really fast like a crash diet or and follow it for a short period of time. I don't recommend that. I want something on the long run.
I see. Well, that's very interesting, Zainab. We have to pause here as we do have a report. Let's watch it together and we'll be right back to this conversation.
All right. Thank you.
Well, dear viewers, we do have a report prepared for you. Our camera crews and everybody behind the scenes have been working diligently to bring you the best content. And this next report is titled Healing on a Plate. Let's watch it together and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, dear viewers. We are here still joined by our distinguished guest in the studio. Now, Ms. Zainab, can you tell us, we're going to dive deeper. We're going to talk more about the nutrition and its role in preventing chronic diseases. So what is the relationship between diet and heart health?
Okay, it has a direct relation. High fat, I'm not talking about all kind of fat, the bad fat or the trans fat,
yes,
if I want to call it that. It affects the heart. And on the other side, the good fat, which is basically raw nuts, omega-3, high fiber food. It boosts up the function of the heart. So it's a heart-friendly food.
So can food actually help control blood pressure?
Definitely, yes, it can. Sodium chloride food items might increase the blood pressure. On the other side, high potassium food like banana or something like that, it might lower the blood pressure.
And so when we talk about, let's say, harmful cholesterol, how can it be reduced through diet?
Okay, the harmful cholesterol can be reduced by having a high fiber diet and a good fat diet as well, on the other hand. And let me tell you one thing about the chronic diseases.
Yes.
If you think about diabetes, if you think about cholesterol, blood pressure, and so many more, the first thing or the first root cause that comes to your mind is food.
Yes.
Yes, so it's the major cause, whether we have it right or we can mess with it. So food is the root cause for all the chronic diseases.
So it's the root cause of chronic disease, but it's also the path to healing?
Yes, and reversing as well. Yes, we
Yes.
can reverse it. I've seen many cases that they wean themselves off of diabetes medication, insulin injections. That only happens with the lifestyle changes.
So you said weaning off. What about actual prevention? Can it prevent diabetes?
Definitely, definitely. We can prevent diabetes type 2, not type 1, because it's a different thing.
Of course.
Before having like type 2 diabetes, we're going to have something called pre-diabetes, and before that, insulin resistance. So if we catch it earlier, the prevention or the reversing will be way much easier. We can prevent it by having a healthy food as well as physical activity. Yeah, so physical activity is really important as well in prevention.
It is crucial, isn't it? So what about the nutrition on, like its effects on the liver and kidney?
It does affect it. High fat food and high sugar food as well abuse or affect the liver by having fatty liver, and high protein diet and high salt diet. Also, it might affect the kidney. That's why I recommend the patient not to have a random protein amount. It has to be like calculated for you. Every single person have a different protein needs. So don't overdo it with the protein. We don't want to injure the kidney.
So is it like a mathematical measurement where you take the body weight?
Yes,
then
we have to look at the whole picture. It's not about calculation, simple calculation. We have to look at the age. We have to look at the physical activity, the lifestyle, the medical condition. We have to look at the blood test as well. So we have to put that all together in order to calculate your needs.
So when you look at the age, is that because of the speed of the metabolism or something similar to that?
Kind of, but we look at the muscle waste as well. After the age around 35 to 40, the muscle waste will increase, the rate of the muscle waste. So we have to make it up by doing more physical activity and increase the protein intake.
That's interesting. Now, you touched on this subject. Would like you to elaborate on it possibly. So what is the role of fiber-rich foods in protecting our bodies?
Fiber-rich food protect the digestion system, the skin, diabetes, control the blood sugar, cholesterol, and many, many more. If I'm going to mention it, I'm not going to finish. It's really helpful.
It's really helpful, I can imagine. Now, how do healthy fats affect the heart and brain?
It has a direct effect on the heart. A healthy fat like omega-3 fatty acids, like in nuts and salmon, fish, as well as it's not
avocados, maybe?
Avocados as well, olive oil. We call it Mediterranean diet.
I see.
Yeah, it's all about having less fried food, less processed food, and more good fat.
Now, is eating more protein beneficial for everyone?
Not for everyone. As I mentioned before, protein needs, it's different from one person to another.
Yes.
So if you take the right amount of protein that your body needs, then you will benefit. More than that will affect you, and less than that, you will have other.
So there has to be a balance.
Balanced.
Yeah. So how can you tell if somebody needs to take more or less?
Okay, it's based on the overall health,
Mm-hmm.
as I told you before, and the physical activity. Whether I have a person who's an athlete or just going to a gym, and usually I ask them whether they are doing resistant workout exercises or just a cardio. So those things like make a difference.
So even the types of physical activity affect
Yes.
the amount of protein. I
Yes.
see.
And their goal as well. The goal.
I see.
Whether they want to build up muscle or they want to maintain or they want to lose fat, it's different.
So have you come across, let's say, clients that wanted to gain and weren't able to gain as much as they wanted for some reason?
Gain fat or
Weight.
muscles, weight. They
Yes.
want to gain weight. Yeah, I've seen a lot of cases who want to gain weight.
Mm-hmm.
I have to look at, in order to reach our goal, we have to look at the root cause. What causing them not to eat? Is it fast metabolism? Is it a medical condition? We have to roll all these things out in order to have a succeed diet plan or lifestyle changes.
I see. Very interesting. Well, we have to also once again pause here, as we do have a report to show our dear viewers, and we'll be right back to our conversation. Dear viewers, we'll be right back after this report, and make sure not to miss this next segment, which is Myth or Fact, where we present a statement to our in-studio guest, and they'll tell us if it's indeed a fact or a common misconception. Stay tuned for that and more. Welcome back, dear viewers. Still here with our in-studio guest, Ms. Zainab Dashti, and now one of my favorite segments, which is Myth or Fact. I'm going to present you with a statement, and you can tell us if it is indeed a fact or a myth. Now, eating dinner always causes weight gain.
Not necessarily. Having dinner, we have to look at the calorie before the dinner throughout the day. Whether we exceed the calorie intake of the whole day, then yes, we're gonna gain weight. But if we make right choices for dinner and having it every day, then it's not gonna cause any weight problem.
Brown sugar is much healthier than white sugar.
No, it's the same actually.
It's the same.
It's the same. Brown sugar is less refined than the white sugar, but it's the same thing.
Both are just as bad for you.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
And if you don't mind, I want to add something to that, something interesting.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, we don't need to add sugar to our diet. There's no requirement for that. So if we don't add the sugar, it's not gonna affect us. So we don't need it.
It might actually negatively affect us.
Yes, we can get the sugar from other sources, like natural sources.
Like honey and
honey and fruits.
Fruits, yeah. So is there any health benefits to sugar?
No, nothing at all.
Not at all?
Nothing at all.
Well, that's interesting. So for the next one, drinking water during meals harms digestion.
It does not. It might make you feel full.
Bloated,
yeah, but not necessarily if you have it in moderation.
So people are saying crash diets are the fastest way to reach ideal weight.
It is a fast way. It is a fast way to lose weight, but we're looking at something sustainable. Most of the people, or all of them, they cannot stick to those crash diet for a long period of time. So you can reach your weight,
yes,
the ideal weight, but you cannot keep it. After stopping the crash diet, you'll gain that weight back.
So all the positive effects can basically go away.
Yeah, as soon as you stop it. And
it's not good long term, is that
yeah, definitely
fair to say?
Yes, it's on the long run. Usually those crash diets affect the muscle mass as well. So when you lose the muscle, you are slowing down your metabolism.
I see.
And by slowing down the metabolism, you're affecting the fat burn and everything in your body. So when you stop it and you start eating back to your routine, you'll start gaining weight. Because number one, because you are back to your routine after a crash diet, which is a very strict diet, and the other thing is slowing down your metabolism if you follow it for a long period of time.
I see. Well, for the next one, drinking coffee, does it cause dehydration?
Not necessarily if you have it in moderation. If you keep on drinking a cup of water every 1 to 2 hours, yeah, it might cause. It's a caffeine, and the coffee, it's a mild diuretic. It's not something like a big difference, make a big difference, you know, in the term of dehydration. But if you overdo it, yes, it might be.
We'll try to fit this last one in. So diet products are always healthier.
Actually, it's a red flag for me.
It's a red flag.
Yes, when I see something like anything in the grocery with a very big, large title, this is low fat or this is sugar free, it's a red flag for me, because they have to make up for the taste. If it's low fat, they have to add something else to compromise, to have it like more acceptable for the consumer to have.
That's yeah, it always it drives me crazy sometimes seeing some labels like no sugar added. It doesn't mean there's no sugar in it.
Exactly.
There is sugar, they just didn't add. So it's mostly marketing manipulation.
Yes, it
in
is.
some way, yeah.
It is.
Well, this is very interesting. We do need to pause once again, Ms. Zainab, as we have a report, and we'll be right back to our discussion. Dear viewers, stay tuned for the next questions. We have a lot more to dive into. Let's watch this report together, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, dear viewers. We are still here with our in-studio guest, Ms. Zainab Dashti. Now, Ms. Zainab, can you tell us, we're going to talk more about the habits and body comfort. So what is the role of physical activity alongside a healthy diet?
Physical activity is really important. If you are following a diet, that's only 80%. The remaining 20% will be the activity.
Okay.
Some people tell me that they walk for half an hour or an hour. That might help, but it's not enough. You have to do something like a resistant exercise. You have to build up muscle. You have to keep yourself motivated. It's very helpful with the diet. Diet alone is not going to help you reach your goal. It has to be combined with a physical activity as well.
I see. So can a person achieve ideal health without exercising?
Weight-wise, yes, they can.
Okay.
But the body composition-wise, no, they won't. If you don't do any physical activity or movement, you will not have a good amount of muscle mass. So you have to keep it up. You have to balance with the diet and the exercise. You have to have them both.
So it's absolutely crucial to balance those things.
Yes.
So we talked about the hunger hormones and how it affects our food choices. What about stress? How does that affect our food choices?
It does affect stress and anxiety and depression as well. It affects our food selection and the amount of food. And sometimes we eat even we're not hungry. Emotional eating, we call it. People will eat more. So the most important thing is to control the trigger, the stress trigger. Having high magnesium food might help.
Can you give examples of that?
Nuts, good fat, olive oil.
Okay.
Having as well as omega-3 fatty acids, and the same thing, it's in the nuts and salmon, fish.
These are high in magnesium.
Yes, and vitamin B as well.
Okay, interesting. So it's interesting because we've seen examples of that in our lives sometimes. Some people during anxiety or depression, either they eat a lot or sometimes they even starve themselves. It's like two different extremes. So in order to balance that, I like the idea. This is great advice also to our dear viewers. So to have foods that are high in magnesium. What other habits do you think they can do to mitigate that?
Yeah, if emotional eating happens like frequently, that's an issue.
Yes.
But if it happens once in a while, like if you've been through something right now and it's not having, you're not having that phase, recurrently, then it's not going to be a problem. All of us are going through a busy life.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if it happens once in a while, then it's not a problem. Just keep a healthy food handy.
Yes.
meal prep, keep everything healthy around you, because under stress you will
You'll reach for something
yes,
to
that
eat.
is handy. That
Yes,
is
yes.
like you can find it without any effort. So
Yeah.
usually you just go for packed snacks or processed food or junk food. So it's better to keep a healthy foods handy.
Selections.
And then the other thing is if you are having like more episodes of emotional eating, then you have to treat the root cause of that or the triggers.
Is there specific foods that improve the mood?
Yes, as I told you, the magnesium, the vitamin B, all of these might help.
Yeah, these sound like good selections.
For relaxation.
Well, with that, Ms. Zainab, we conclude our interview. We really appreciated your time with us today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It was a pleasure having me today.
Thank you. That was clinical dietitian Ms. Zainab Dashti. We also thank everybody behind the scenes that provided all the content with the reports. And also we thank you for keeping us company, dear audience. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay informed. Goodbye.